Hey everyone, welcome to the Sanctum. This is AL. So today we're going to do a reading for the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for the month of February. I am a Virgo, so yay, we're going to see how this reading affects me. I also have a sign in Taurus, so this is going to be doubly blessed or doubly cursed for me. I cannot wait. February is a short month. I don't like short months, so this is going to be interesting to say the least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a card for each week for February, and then I'm going to put out a card for each sign. And then we're going to do clarifiers, and then I'm going to have an oracle card for each sign, as well as for the whole month itself, from the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. So we're going to use the Simple Tarot deck by Angie Green. So we're going to do, and let me take these out of the way first, just so I can have a little bit more room to work with here. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then the 3 signs. Okay. Alright. So, as you know, these are earth signs. Earth signs are all about being practical, pragmatic, grounded. They're patient, persevering. Occasionally, they are industrious. Occasionally, they're known as being stubborn and rigid and flexible, obstinate, overly conservative, security-oriented, opportunistic, occasionally Machiavellian. I'm not going to tell you that that's wrong, because I have been known to be considered quite Machiavellian, depending on the moment. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that's wrong. I won't tell you that it's wrong, because it's not. So let's talk about February for the earth signs. So for the first week of February, we have High Priest. All right. So just so you all know, if you haven't watched the other 2 videos, the High Priestess now has shown up in 2 sets of videos. One in the month, and one for one of the readings for one of the signs. So for whatever reason, it's all going to be about the. It's going to be all about the High Priestess, the secrets, mystery, intuition, knowing yourself. For the first week. Week 2 is going to be about the Tower. Crap is going to happen. Things are going to be in upheaval. Sometimes it's unwanted change. Sometimes it's change that needs to happen in order for stuff to move forward. I will tell you that sometimes change, as much as you hate it, is also good for you. Please let this mean that I'm going to get the job I've applied for. Please let that mean that that's what it's going to be. Week 3 is all about speaking to the Queen of Wands, somebody who is self-assured, who is a passionate creator, somebody who is more receptive and has a fire spirit. And then we have the 4th week, which is all about determining for the future, 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands has actually shown up pretty much in the other 2 readings as well. So we're going to talk about this. First off, for week 1, we're talking about, of course, the High Priestess. High Priestess is all about knowing yourself. It is about intuition. It's about that there are secrets and stuff. So week 1, it's all about, do you know yourself well enough to know what you're going to get into this coming month? You may have hints, and there may be some points of fact where things may be giving you some, hey, by the way, do you know what's coming up for you? And you might be like, well, I kind of have this feeling that X, Y, and Z might happen. You need to be aware of this. Because there's going to be a tendency to want to withdraw between week 1 and week 2. And it's a voluntary withdrawal. It's just you might be pulling away from friends and family because you're basically trying to cope with stuff. If things are happening, you're feeling like, you're seeing stuff, you're wanting to see how things go. And so you're trying to really work within, do some stuff, kind of see how it flows, kind of seeking your own new path. Now, week 2 is all about upheaval. It's about change. Sometimes it's unwanted. Sometimes it is wanted, but it's not the way the change happens isn't the way you planned it. So it's going to be a crisis point. You're going to feel like crap, but you're going to be able to get over that and move forward. It's going to be, as you go into week 3, you're going to meet somebody who is going to be able to help you, help you find your courage, your self-assurance. Someone who is going to have that spirit of creativity, that fiery mode, and they're going to help you start your journey again. In fact, they're going to encourage you that by the time you get to week 4, it's all about planning and determining for the future. Possibly a new job, possibly a brand new life, a whole different kind of style of life that you haven't chosen to live. It may be your health orientation that you might be having to do. You are going to have to make some decisions about doing what's right. Balancing, it's all about a Libra kind of a decision. Is it a Libra? It's a Libra energy. It's not necessarily a Libra. So it's all about skills. It's all about being just. What is fair? What is right? So what you're going into, this person is going to help you determine you're planning for your future for this year, 2019. What do I need to do? Is this, and it may be that you may have to seek someone out who is a lawyer, to give you some advice, legal advice on what you want to do. It may be the fact that you may need to put a will into action, not because you're sick, but because it's something you failed to do. That would be me. I have it written up. I just need to actually go get it done. So those are things that you may have to figure out and get that taken care of. So those are things that you're going to have to work with February. February is going to be your month of change, particularly towards the beginning of the month. You're going to feel like you want to pull away, especially when when this unwanted change happens. And I think it's unwanted is because of the fact that the way it happens isn't the way that you thought it would be. Okay? Because let's be honest, all of us Virgos, all of us Taurus, all of us Capricorns, we're all about having change done the way we want it. We're about slow, methodical change, step by step by step, little by little. We don't like the sudden change bull crap. We are not about the whole thing of, oh, we're going to turn over a new leaf and then a new leaf starts tomorrow. We're about turning over a new leaf and the new leaf takes 6 months. Okay, so yeah, we're going to quit smoking tomorrow. Bullshit. We're going to stop smoking in 6 months and we're going to plan it out to death. We have notebooks. We have lists of lists of lists. We check off lists. And our lists have check-offs of lists we checked off. Come on, let's be realistic here. So for us, having a tower card is like, oh, fucking hell. What the shit are we getting into? So be warned, it's coming. Week 2. End of week 1, beginning of week 2. Our withdrawal is going to go. And we're going to sit there and say, well, fuck. I should have saw it coming. You did. You just didn't want to think of it actually happening now. Well, it did. Get up off your ass and let's move it. Remember, change is good as long as the change is something that you are willing to work with. If you're not willing to work with change, you're never going to be able to handle change. You're not alone. People are going to be there for you. Queen of Wands. She's there. She's going to help you with the beginning of your new journey. Remember, the decisions that are going to be there are going to be ones that you need to take advantage of. They're ones that you're going to have to do about balance and making sure that you keep everything, you keep your consequences before you. You know what you're getting into. But you're planning for your future. Things are going to change and go well for you. You just got to get past week 2. And you got to get past week 2 and into week 3 with an open mind. oh God, please let me get my job. Please let me get my new job that I posted for, please. Now, be warned, in week 4, when you're planning for your future, you are going to have to make some compromises. There are going to be some negotiations. It may take you a while to get what you're trying to do. Does it mean that you're not going to get everything you want? No, it does not mean that at all. What it does mean is that you may have to wait a while. How do we know? Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Lemuria. So we know that what you want is going to happen. It's going to come. It's going to take some time to get there, to get where you want to go, to get what you want to do. You have to be prepared. You have to be able to negotiate. You have to realize that stalemate may happen in negotiations if you don't prepare to compromise. That means there'll be no pig-headed or stubbornness here. Oh, shit. All right. God, I'm saying this to myself and I'm already getting pissed at myself at this. Alrighty then. So, let's go and we're going to talk about each sign. First things first, Taurus the bull. I think that's what my moon sign is. Which would make sense because my sun is in Virgo and I'm a piss ass. So, I amuse myself some days and I'm so sorry about that, guys. I really am. Alright, so for Taurus the bull, you do have Queen of Swords in reverse. So you're dealing with somebody who has some issues with honesty, who seems to be very cold and rigid, a very logical person. They may have done you an unkindness. Now let's be honest, you're very logical and you can basically be that very rigid. So this may be a more reflection of you. You may not be dishonest, but let's be honest, when you get into your bullheaded mode, yeah, you don't play fair. It's all about it's your way or the highway. So that Tower card is really going to be about you learning to stop being a pain in the ass. Luckily, whomever you're working with is going to be very forgiving and loving, and willing to work with you and help you get past the fact that you are going to need to compromise. They're going to be the one that's going to help you learn how to work with that. Don't dwell in the past. The past is past. Give it up. Move forward. Get over it. By dwelling in the past, you are going to do nothing more than hurt yourself in this. And in fact, that's the nice thing about this being in reverse, the Five of Cups, is the fact that you are moving on. You are hoping. And more importantly, you are recovering. So you're doing a very good job with that because of the fact that this person helping you. They're helping you see past the other bullshit. God bless. I'm sorry, Taurus. I am being really punny today. So it is going to be one of those moments in your life where you are going to really struggle the first 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks are going to be a little bit easier. They're still going to have moments of sticking, but this person is going to be there. They're going to hold your hand through this. The Queen and the King of, the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups are really going to be there for you. Those two people are going to be the ones that lead you on this path to get you out of February and into March into a better place. You're going to owe them big time. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be at this point planning to take them out to dinner, okay? Buying them a little gifts, whatever it is that you do, you're going to need to do so because they're the ones that are going to help you get to this new point in your life for change, and make it simpler and easier for you. You owe them for this, like really. The part for you to know in regards to with you changing, ooh yeah, way to go, Taurus, warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you Have you answered your deepest calling? Do you know what your deepest calling is? Think about that, because that's going to play part of what you do for February. Okay, Virgo, let's talk. Oh, God. Do I really want to talk? I don't want to talk. I want to just... Yeah. I really don't want to talk. We're going to deal with the Knight of Swords. He's going to be part of our issue at the beginning of the month. He is a deliberately cruel person. He is a pain in the ass. We probably have dealt with him before on some issue, which is not going to make us happy having to deal with him again. Hopefully it's for a short period of time. Yeah, it is. We're looking at death, transition. Oh God, if only it was real death. Because whoever this person is, and the feeling I'm getting personally is the fact that if it's a person, if it's one of the people that I think it is, I'm going to wish for him to be dead, which tells me I'm not going to like this person at all. If it's a persona, if it's somebody who is just a brief part of this change before this all comes up, that once this starts to happen, we're going to be into transitioning to something new and better. We need to know to let go and accept our changes, accept inner peace, which is not like one of our favorite modes to do, but if we do that, we are going to get what we deserve. We are going to have a respect. We are going to be victorious with what we are hoping for, planning for the future, compromising. So, Virgos, are you willing to take a leap? Go for it. You go first. The universe will catch you. Take that leap of faith. Which is funny because I actually just took a leap of faith. A position that I wanted before that I didn't get opened up again, and I put in for it. I literally put in the day after it went on. And I think they're getting ready to close it again, and then they'll start the process, and I'm hoping I will get it this time. Please, 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 please. It is the job I've wanted. I've wanted into this department probably since year one that I started working for the company. I've been with the company for 5 years now. I've wanted into this. I've wanted into 2 departments since I started working at the company. And if I can't get into one department, I want the other one. And the more that I keep thinking I went into this department. And so I'm really hoping that I get this job. And the way that this is looking for, because into February is when they're probably going to start doing their interviewing and stuff. So this looks like it's going to be a possibility, but it means that I really need to I'm going to have a little tough of a time with calls and stuff at first, but then things look like they're going to turn around. So hopefully things will work out. I'm hoping, because I know she is, the manager is a very self-assured, really helpful person. So I'm hoping that will be the case. So Capricorns, let's talk about you. Whoop, whoop. Let's talk about you. So 6 of Pentacles. It's all about financial prosperity, giving and receiving, being generous. You are going to be in a position to be able to give and receive. You are growing your prosperity. You are going to have a moment of, oh my God, shit, am I going to lose all my money? You have to be careful indulging at first, but remember that with it being the devil in reverse, anything that has been blocking you, especially when you go into week 2, is going to break. It's gone. It's out of there. You are going to be on the positive side of things on week 3, 4. You are basically going into week 2, week 3. When you hit the tower, you're going to break your bondages. You're going to break whatever addiction, whatever cycle of spiraling you've been doing is going to be gone. You're going to be heading towards a more positive outlook for you, which is good. And in fact, you are going to be the lovers. You're going to make some positive choices. Your possibility could be meeting someone new. Hey, go you. Big thing to remember, all my little earthy signs, especially you, Mr. and this is Capricorn, is you need to be patient here. Patience is a virtue, and I know we have a tendency to be very patient, sometimes too patient, but we also have a tendency not to compromise at times when we're right. We're right when we're always right, and we can prove we're right, and we have a hard time admitting when we're wrong. No. Really? It's true. I know. It's a scary moment. Capricorn, you have to admit when you're wrong here. You have to admit if you make a bad choice. Your biggest thing is going to be on week 4 is that even though you're going to have this determination and plan, you're going to hit a point where they're going to tell you you're going to have to compromise on this one issue. Some part of negotiation, whether it be work, it could be a matter of a date. You don't want to go to do something and they want to because it's something they really like and it's not necessarily your thing, or you think it's not your thing. Be open to try it. Seriously, you might find you like it. Remember, simple pleasures. Yay. Not everything has to be fucking complicated. I'm telling you. Not everything has to be complicated or expensive. And we know this, that for you, for this month, it's all about the everlasting rose, the ever unfolding rose, which means that it's cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So these things, and overall for you, Capricorn, it's about, as these things are going on, it's not directly that it's happening to you in the fact of it's all about you specific. A lot of this is happening, it's happening around you, it's happening because there are new opportunities on the horizon, there are new things coming, and so it's trying to it's happening to you, for you. It's not happening to you to make you worse, it's happening for you for a better reason, for a better happening, for a better future. So, my lovelies, my Taurus, my Virgo, my Capricorn peoples, this is your reading for February. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Tell me below what you think. More importantly, through the month of February, catch up with me. Let me know what's going on, what you think is actually happening, how this is actually playing out for you. I do want to know. I want to hear about what's happening, and give me some feedback on this. Let me know how things seem to be playing out for you. Definitely let me know if you like these style of readings. If you do, I'll keep them up too as well. All right. Until the next time, Bendithian.